Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Rachel Hobbs. Let's take a look at the news.
On March 27th, Bradley University shut the student application Webster down and replaced it with a new application called My Bradley. My Bradley includes access to course registration, a schedule builder, academic advisor information, as well as access to tuition statements and financial resources. ESA, the service sorority on campus, just finished their philanthropy week last week. They hosted activities every day to raise money for their philanthropy, Easter Seals. The sorority hosted an event titled Pie in ESA last Thursday and had students donate $1 to $5 to Pie a Member. The event was a success with many students participating, and the event raised a little shy of $400 for their philanthropy. For more info and events, follow ESA on Instagram at BradleyESA.
Last Thursday, the Visual Voices lecture series hosted Brian Morris, a Bradley graduate, who talked about his career and how he made the transition into an independent artist.
Brian Morris, a Bradley graduate, gave a presentation last week about his work and journey of becoming a full-time independent artist. Morris has always been passionate about drawing. He started working for a local company in Peoria during his college years.
And I got a gig as a digital illustrator at a little company here called Dynamic Graphics. And, just redrawing other people's stuff, and then they needed a website, so I started getting into user experience and digital design, and it's kind of led into the career I have now.
Morris has worked for many companies over the years, where he climbed the ranks and eventually started working in executive roles. He uses the skills he learned in these positions to further his career as an independent artist.
Suddenly, all the stuff I was doing for fun, outside of my day job, I now had a market for, and I could make available, and people would pay, decent money for this art.
NFTs are a big part of where Morris gets his income now. They allow artists like him to monetize their work in different ways without having to work for an organization. While NFTs are still relatively new, Morris shared some insight on how he interprets them.
I think it's up to, each individual to figure out what it means for them and how do they kind of move it forward. There's no model yet. There's no model that somebody could say, for graphic design, this is how you should do it. It's being invented right now. And you can be as, successful and as dedicated as you want, or, if you want to ease off, you can. As long as you're watching the market and participating in it, you can make a living.
You can learn more about Brian Morris and see his work for yourself on his various social media pages. You can scan the QR code to get to his Twitter. For BUTV News, I'm Owen Mathis.
The Peoria Art Guild hosted an exhibition last Friday highlighting two of the Bradley students and their senior capstone projects. We talked to Sakira Brown, who showed off her art and explained the message behind it.
Bradley student Sakira Brown was given the opportunity to showcase her senior capstone project at the Peoria Art Guild downtown. The theme was Power and Pressure, where she showcased her photos that represent pressures and issues that is caused by social media.
And I just wanted to talk about the harmfulness and the negative effects of social media and how it makes somebody view themselves and the world around them.
Throughout her various photos, she highlights the constant pressure and expectations social media has and the effects it has on a person. Coming into college, Sakira didn't have much experience working with cameras and editing, but Bradley gave her the opportunity to learn and the tools necessary to express herself.
I didn't have a lot of knowledge about how to work a camera and Photoshop and stuff, so when I came to Bradley, I gained that knowledge. I also went to Hollywood last semester, and I learned a lot from that too, so Bradley has helped out a lot.
She decided that her capstone project would be about social media over winter break and was given the opportunity to present her work by her advisor, Margaret Lejeune.
My teacher/advisor, Margaret, she helped us sign up and apply to this exhibition to put our senior project in.
Next week, you can be on the lookout for another news piece on Stephen Pritchard, the other artist at the showcase. For BUTV News, I'm Owen Mathis.
Easter night, Common Ground BU opened the Student Center Ballroom for an inclusive Pride Prom. Doors opened at 8 p.m. with food, drinks, games, music, and more for students to enjoy. Students were encouraged to bring who they wanted and present how they wanted. A photo booth, pins, and a dance floor made the event even more lively. Many students attended in jeans, suits, and dresses alike to enjoy each other's company. The event hoped to create a space for everyone to enjoy and feel comfortable in.
Students who never felt comfortable going to their school's prom or ostracized because of their gender or sexuality, or were barred from the prom because they tried to go with certain people, things like that.
Common Ground hopes to continue holding similar events in the future. After the break, Alec will walk through how the weather is looking this week.
And Ty will be filling us in on what's going on in the entertainment world.
My name is Rachel Rudy, and I'm here to take you on a road trip of a lifetime on our way to Fuse 2023. We are once again partnering with the Peoria Riverfront Museum to bring our show to life, showcasing games, animations, and other experiences so that anyone who swings by can see what we can truly do. I really want Fuse, especially this year, to be about collaboration between not only students within the interactive media department at Bradley, but Bradley University as a whole. We want students to be more involved in this really awesome experience that we put together by the end of the year. Well, if we're going to get anywhere, we need to get going. I can't wait to see you all on the open road to Fuse.
So, has everybody been enjoying the nice weather today?
Absolutely. I've been doing some reading outside on the grass. It's been very lovely.
Rachel?
I've been sitting outside reading my book and doing some homework. What about you?
Actually went outside and got some exercise, played some volleyball, did a run. It felt great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Going off of that, to quote the movie Grease, summer lovin' is happening fast, as we're experiencing a welcome change of sunny days after essentially being in the eyes of storms for a while. Speaking of eyes, let's avert our gaze to the outside world. Campus has been inviting to people this week as the trees are glowing their leaves back and the grass is green and lush as ever, inspiring people to come out to the quad during the spring heat to do some outdoor exercise and activities. Will the weather stay this pleasant? Your favorite weatherman is here to tell you what's up. Now let's go to the radar. It seems like everything is clear over here. There's nothing to worry about except just the sunshine outside. Now let's go to the temperature map. It's looking to be around 60s, 70s, and some would even occasionally say 80s. With these temperatures inside, don't be afraid to turn on your AC. Now let's take a glimpse at our 5-day forecast. For the rest of the week, we should be expecting sunny and partly cloudy days, along with a consistent 80 degrees. The only exception is on Saturday, where a storm is expected, and a huge temperature drop on Sunday. Enjoy this week while you can. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Ty Gray.
Thank you, Alec. Frank Ocean is performing at Coachella for the first time in 6 years and 4 days and is starting to drop hints for the fans. A new ad from BMW shows a short video that includes the orange BMW E30 from his 2011 mixtape Nostalgia Ultra. The past meets the future was a part of the caption for the post. Some people believe that the album will be released on Spotify soon. It has been 7 years since the last album from Frank Ocean. Also, in a poster from his latest Blonde merch sale, he said that he's more interested in more bodies of works again. This statement made many fans on Twitter predict that Frank Ocean will drop an album before he performs at Coachella. Frank Ocean is set to perform at Coachella this Sunday. The Super Mario Bros. Came through the pipeline this last weekend, and I had the chance to go see it in theaters. Let's take a look.
What's happening right now? Just clear a path for us. If I could just...
Here you go.
Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody! Coming through! This guy's brother is going to die imminently! Out of the way, please! Just trying to clear a path. That's all I'm doing. He's gonna be fine.
The movie follows Mario as he teams up with Peach to save the world and defeat Bowser before he destroys the world. The movie serves as a form of nostalgia for many people who not only played the original game, but newer Mario games as well.
I was 9 years old in 1988, 89. We got the Nintendo Entertainment System at our house. Well, everyone's got that nostalgic moment in their childhood that they hold on to. And, you know, I think Mario is that nostalgic moment for a lot of people.
The film takes ideas from the game in order to build a world that people will not only want to see, but will recognize.
There's like a big Rainbow Road chase, which is something that I probably have been wanting to see since I was a kid. It does a good job of kind of, I think, capturing the worlds and settings and different levels of the games and actually kind of, incorporating them into the story.
This movie gave me a lot of nostalgia from my childhood, and the movie felt like a game with its animation style. And with a 96% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, there are a lot of words people would use to describe the Mario movie.
How would I describe the Super Mario Brothers movie? Exciting, hilarious, romantic, thrilling, enchanting, psychedelic, nostalgic, rad, awesome. I had more words.
Oh. Here we are, Palace Doors, big, big boom. Come on! Woo!
Yes. The movie felt a bit rushed with its short runtime, but the story is very action-packed. I give this an 8 out of 10.
So an 8 out of 10 was better than the last one. Do you think that holds up? Is better than John Wick?
I might have to bump up John Wick, but I think I was very mistaken with my rating last time.
After the break, we will have an interview with students from the music department organizing a concert,
as well as Anthony Palazzolo with Campus Combo.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys. You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Bradley University is home to the oldest music business program in the country, and today we're here with Alexander Griffith to learn more about the upcoming event that's organized by students taking the Music Promotions Practicum class this semester. BUTV's Julia Hunt joins us from the Business and Engineering Conversion Center to discuss the music department's upcoming concert, Spring.
Yes, I'm here with Alex, who's here to tell us a little bit about Spring Fest. So please tell us, what is this event?
Sure. So Spring Fest is a concert hosted by Bradley students for the general Peoria public, and all of our acts are local Peoria acts within the area. We're going to have people like Johnny Pesos, Vitality, After Some, First Date Kiss, K18, Renee Billsborough, and Bradley's own Dynamics on board.
That's awesome. And what kind of work does the practicum class do for this?
Sure. So we all meet up on Tuesdays in order to figure out, okay, what are some of the things we need to do with marketing, with A&R, and with production, and we split into teams to do that throughout the rest of the week.
Awesome. And what has been the hardest part of putting this event on?
The hardest part for me personally has been getting all the little details and making sure that they all feel important. For example, the amazing Renee Billsborough, she is using a piano, and so we have to figure out, okay, are we using a grand piano or are we using an electric piano? And from there we have to think, okay, how are we going to get it on and off stage? How are we going to plug it into our system? And all these questions come up from just one instrument in one act.
Absolutely. But even with all the work, what is going to be your favorite part of putting this event on?
I think my personal favorite part will be getting to see all the acts that we've coordinated with so far. I personally was in touch with Johnny Pesos, K18, and Dynamics, and all of them sent me backing tracks, and they all sounded super fantastic, so make sure you show up.
Awesome. And how has this provided you with insight into the music industry and putting on live events?
It's given me a lot of insight. It given me an opportunity that I wouldn't have really had otherwise. I think it's a great opportunity to not only get your foot in production, but also promotions, marketing, A&R, and generally coordinating with a lot of different acts in a small time.
Absolutely. And then we're almost out of time, but remind our audience, when is the event?
Of course. So the event is going to be this Friday, April 14th at 7:30. It's going to be in the Dingledine Music Center. That's 1417 West Barker Avenue here in Peoria, Illinois. The tickets are free, so make sure you show up early.
Absolutely. We hope to see you all there. Back to you guys at the studio. This is Julia for BUTV News.
Yesterday, BUTV's Jade Mitchell was in the Student Center asking students questions and playing a Family Feud style game. Let's see how it went with this week's Campus Combos.
Good evening, Bradley University. This is a wonderful Tuesday evening here in the Student Center. I'm Jade Mitchell, and today we'll be going around asking students a few questions, Family Feud style. Name a place you're supposed to be quiet at.
The library.
The library. My room.
The library.
Church.
Name something everyone knows about dragons.
They breathe fire. They're big.
They breathe fire. You're stealing all my answers. They have scales.
They breathe fire.
Name a state that has a lot of sports teams.
California.
Chicago. Oh, sorry, that's embarrassing. Illinois? That's a state. Oh my God. California.
I'm not athletic. New York.
Illinois.
If you could go to the land of Oz, what would you ask the wizard for?
Money. I don't know. Dorothy's shoes are pretty cool. To get into school, like a good school after this, and to have good grades here.
Money. I want the magic slippers.
Name something associated with vampires.
Blood. Blood. Blood?
Garlic. Twilight.
We're here with our winner for Family Feud.
Sam.
Miss Sam, please allow yourself to shout out.
My mom, I want to thank my dad and my mom for the opportunity to go here and to gain the opportunity to meet new people and to gain the opportunity to be on Family Feud.
I'm Jay Mitchell for BUTV News. Thank you.
After the break, Megan will be filling us in on all things sports.
And later on, a look at what's going on campus this week.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit asiaretirement.org/Shiro.
It was a tough week inside the Diamond for the Bradley Braves baseball and softball teams, as both were swept by their Missouri Valley Conference opponents. Now let's start off with the baseball team and their trip to face Missouri State this past weekend. Now Game 1 had the Braves starting off on the right foot, as junior catcher Logan Delgado had an RBI double in the top of the first. In the second, sophomore outfielder Michael Milot had an RBI single as well to score the Braves some more runs. However, starting pitcher Jacob Kisting gave up 3 earned runs, putting Missouri upstate 3-2. And then Missouri State scored an unearned run, furthering the gap. Despite getting his second RBI of the day and his 8th inning single, the Braves weren't able to come back by Logan Delgado's effort and dropped Game 1 of the series. Now, Game 2 was high scoring, with the final score being 9-7. The Bears were coming out on top after having a lot better offense than Bradley, and once again, Logan Delgado put the Braves up with 2 in the bottom of the first, but the bottom of the order wasn't able to drive in any more runs. Now, Jacob Norris took the loss for the Braves after allowing 6 hits, 4 walks, and 6 earned runs in 6.1 innings of work. Now, the Braves look to avoid the sweep in Game 3 of the series, and the game started as a back and forth between both teams, as both teams went on and scored every inning. Both teams were tied in the bottom of the 9th, and freshman infielder for Missouri State, Tay Golert, made school history with a walk-off grand slam, and this grand slam was the second of the game for this player. So despite being swept by the Bears, it was a great time to see history being made in the Missouri Valley Conference. Now, Bradley's softball team had trouble as well, as they dropped the series 3-0 to the Drake Bulldogs. It was a rough series, and Grace French actually pitched 14.1 out of 21 total innings. So she pitched 2 games total, which is really impressive for one starting pitcher. She had almost 300 pitches total as well. So really impressive job by her, and even though they lost, she had a really great series. The offense wasn't there to support her at all. She really didn't have any run defense, And there were a lot of errors as well on the Braves. Some other positives is that Jordy Vanderwerf is leading the nation in caught stealing, so definitely don't run on our catcher. And then Kirsten McCoy was the Busey Scholar of the Week. So despite a series recap of 3 straight losses for the Braves, some individual players are having standout series. That's all we got for you for sports. After the break, Rachel's going to give you the rundown of what's going on Bradley's campus, and we'll have a great musical performance by a Bradley alum.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking, let's go. You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The tree's roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade? Or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug? Or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Let's take a look at events that's happening this week on campus. BU Explore is hosting yet another outing. The club is venturing to the Luthi Botanical Gardens to get some fresh air and admire some beautiful flowers. The club will be meeting at the gardens on Saturday at 1:30. The teams working on Fuse this year are offering a play testing day, where students can come in and beta testing the games before the big showcase at the Riverfront Museum. The play testing is on Saturday, April 14th from 10 to 4 at the GCC. So does anybody have any fun activities that they'd like to do in the nice day?
With the nice weather, I really cannot wait for the pools to open up, but until then I will be curling up with a book outside for sure.
I love taking pictures on campus for weather.
Oh yeah.
I just like sitting outside, going for a run maybe.
Sure.
There's only one good thing to do on a sunny day, and that is a water balloon fight. Am I right?
Oh yeah. See, I like water balloon fights, but I gotta say I like hammocking a lot, especially on the alumni quad.
Oh, it is really nice to hammock on.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Rachel Hobbs. We leave you tonight with a performance from Holden Kellogg. Have a great night.
Thought I was smart, I thought I was right, I thought it better not to fight. I thought there was a virtue in always being cool, till it came time to fight. I thought I'll just step aside, and that the time would prove you wrong. Oh, that you would be the fool, and I don't know where the sunbeams end and the starlights begin. It's all a mystery. Oh, to fight, it's to defend. If it's not now, then tell me when would be the time that you'd stand up and be a man.
For to lose I could accept, but to surrender I just wept and regretted this moment. Oh, that I was the fool, and I don't know where the sunbeams end and the starlights begin.